The following presentation is brought to you by the Realm Network.
Hi guys, welcome to another review, with me, Anaya, Shania, Shaniqua, Sister Nero. I have so many names going on, but today I'm joined by Vince and Jeff. So how are you guys doing?
That was a shot at you, Vince, with the Anaya, because you kept calling her Anaya on Chicken Necks.
Well, I'm sure I'm going to butcher the name about 17 times on this show as well, but I am a big fan of Shariya. Is that correct, Shariya?
That is correct.
This is a good episode, I think, for us to join you on the show, because I know Vince had Damian Sandow, who is now in TNA, on the show a few months ago, so I think this is a good show because I'm interested to see what you guys think about his debut.
Yeah, it was definitely a good show, but it all started off with a recap of EC3 against Mike and how he qualified for the Bound for Glory playoffs, and we also saw a video package on James Storm, so it was kind of pumping us up for the main event. Do you guys have any thoughts on that?
I mean, their video packages are good, I think. I think it's good to, especially, you would assume anyway, we won't know till the numbers come out, that there was probably some people that tuned in for the first time last night to see Damian Sandow specifically that haven't watched TNA before. So anytime you can recap what's been going on for the new people, that's always good.
Yeah, I think I think a couple things. First of all, they definitely did a good job in promoting the Storm match. They did it throughout the entire show. The only problem I had with it was, there was no way in the world Storm was winning the match. So, I appreciate the hype and keeping everybody there. I mean, I get all that, but if you know wrestling, you know that there's not going to be a title change or anything. So, they were trying to promote a match I don't think too many people cared about. Number two, man, listen, I think this Mike Bennett, I'm not a fan of his. I'm just honest with you, and it's not because of him. Let me phrase it a better way. I'm not a fan of the Mike Bennett character because I think he needs more. He came out with the moniker of the Miracle, and I was asking, Jeff, right or wrong, when he first came out as the Miracle, was I asking, what does that mean?
Right.
Does he perform miracles? What does that even mean? Because I hate when companies, put a moniker on a wrestler and they think that's the gimmick. What does the Miracle mean? So, to me, again, this is a character issue. This ain't a talent issue. But he just comes out to me as a wrestler. I don't know what his gimmick is. I don't know what makes him, his story. Yes, he's got the hot wife. I get that. But I don't know. I don't know, Shariya. What do you think about that?
Well, originally he did come as the savior for Impact Wrestling, but we're not really seeing much, saving going on.
He needs something, in my opinion, because, to me, the guy just comes across as, just a wrestler on the card, man, and I just think he needs a little bit more.
Yeah, but then we jump into the Impact Zone, and EC3 comes out, and we had a lot of people coming out. He says a few stuff on how he's bound for glory. Then we have Lashley, who says, no, you're not. And then we have James Storm, and then he says how people will be chanting his name like they have for 14 years. They get into a brawl. We see Ethan come out all the time. We know what he can do. But I was more excited to see James Storm. I think he really fired up the crowd.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there was an issue with James Storm's microphone, too, which I guess, they couldn't fix that with this being a live episode. But that was a shame because I thought he cut a really good promo. I like that they're trying to get as many people as they can involved in a segment like this. You know what I mean? We saw EC3, Lashley, Storm, The Miracle, Moose, Eddie Edwards. So, from EC3 and Lashley down to Eddie Edwards, it's all these guys are important, or at least that's what they're trying to portray with this segment. So I like that a lot. The only problem I had with this was Eddie Edwards' punches. They looked very Dean Ambrose-like. I just thought his punches were weak, and I think somebody needs to address that. But other than that, this was good to set up for the night.
Yeah, well, see, Jeff, I didn't like this because it was such a basic setup for the night. Yeah, you know what I'm saying, bro? It's so like, it's so 101. I mean, the fact that, Lashley goes outside of the ring to challenge Storm, bro, 5 seconds later, they're in the back. You know what I mean? I mean, literally, they fought up the ramp to the back. That created the opening in the ring to set up the next match. It was just so basic, bro. Like, not for anything. It's, God, man, just put a little bit more thought into it then. Okay, these guys immediately are going to go fight in the back. That's going to open up the way for the heels to hit the ring, and we're going to get into the first match. I mean, like, how many times have we seen that? You know what I mean?
Yeah, and then we got into the tag team match, which was Eddie Edwards and EC3 against The Miracle and Moose. And I think a lot of fans were definitely pumped to see this match, especially to see Moose. And of course, he got the pin, and The Miracle takes the lead. And I don't think he was quite happy about that. So I'm definitely seeing Moose. I'm sure he'll turn on Mike sooner or later.
I think the right team won here. I think, EC3 and Eddie Edwards aren't a team, and they're trying to build up Miracle and Moose as, the beginning of a stable here. So I think that was the right move. Put the heels over, get them some heat. I like piggybacking off what Vince said about the Miracle. I want to know more about Moose as well. And a lot of times we don't want to give the WWE benefit of the doubt because they let us down. But here with TNA, I don't mind giving them the benefit of the doubt that we will probably know the story here coming soon, because they did that with Rosemary. We were very critical because we didn't know who Rosemary was, why she was the way she was, but then they eventually told that story. So I'll give them the benefit of the doubt that we will probably learn more about these two coming up. I don't know.
Yeah, Jeff, I honestly think, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt too, but I think part of the reason why they told a Rosemary story was because people like us saying she just can't come out and be a monster for no reason. You know what I mean? So, like, I kind of felt like that's why they did it. But I do give them the benefit of the doubt. Like, I don't assume anything with TNA because, like, I kind of know Billy. You know what I mean? And it may be going somewhere. But yeah, so we'll see where it goes.
And then we see a tease of the new debut, and then we continue with the video packages with James Storm. But I'm just gonna get into the new debut. Of course, everyone knows him as Damien Sandow, but he's Aaron as of right now, Aaron Rex, and I really liked his entrance. I think his music was definitely more edgier. The crowd reacted, and he cut a great hell of a promo. He took shots at the other side, and it was kind of funny. So, yeah, I think he did a brilliant job.
What do you think of the name, Shariya? Aaron Rex.
Well, I think when the crowd, it's easy to chant, the name, Aaron Rex. So, it's good.
Yeah, I thought it was strange. Like, I'm hoping they explain it, because I know Aaron's his real name, and they are spelling it differently. I just don't understand the Rex part, so hopefully they explain it, because it was kind of weird to me. He went out there, I thought, and he cut a really good promo. Vince, you had him on a couple months ago, had him on as well, and he was talking about acting and things like that, and I think he really showed, he has the ability to pretty much play any character, and I think they went straight for the I'm going to be a good wrestler here thing, and I don't know if that's the right avenue yet, but I guess we'll wait and see. I'm just a little curious to where this is going, and I guess that's a good thing.
Yeah, Jeff, we talked about this a little today. Bro, like, the wrestlers, very few of them, they all have the mindset of not burning any bridges, because maybe, you never say never, that whole thing. Bro, if I'm Damien Sandow, and I'm making my first appearance on TNA, okay, I want people talking about me for a really long time. I don't give a crap about the company that released me, and I'm going to go out there, quite frankly, and I am going to bury them. I'm not going to dance around it. I'm gonna call it right down the middle. And sometimes I just think wrestlers have to be smarter than that. Like, listen, the guy's an intelligent guy. He was on my show. I'm a huge fan of his. But if you're appearing on TNA and you want everybody to be talking about you for the next day and time after that, freaking rip WWE, bro. You are a freaking talented guy. They let you go for whatever reason. You didn't deserve to be let go. Freaking rip them. What are you afraid of? You can't get sued over an opinion. Shoot. And I think that's what's missing today in wrestling, bro. Like we're gonna sugarcoat everything, and he's gonna say what he feels in a roundabout, safe way. Just freaking say it, man. And like I said, I mean, you know, wrestlers are all about their own brand. They got to get themselves over. Nothing would have got the guy over more than freaking burying the WWE. And he had the ability to do that. I don't know what everybody's so afraid of. You know?
Good signing, though. Yeah, no, I hear that. I think that's a good signing because I think he was the best free agent out there. So I have to applaud TNA for bringing him in. Shariya, when you're watching this every single week and then somebody new comes in like this, do you feel like that they made the right impression with him, that he is a big deal, that this was a great signing for TNA?
Yeah, definitely. You know, we've seen a few new people, but not somebody, you know, who has like that WWE appeal. So I think the fans were totally digging him. With that, we go back to backstage with Maria bossing around Jeff's favorite character, Ali, you know, about how many sugars she wants in her coffee. Gail comes out and asks who she's fighting tonight, and Marty from behind with a baton. So yeah, Marty and Gail will have a no DQ match. And then we also see Moose and Mike backstage. Eddie comes, and Eddie will have a match against Moose next week. Any thoughts on that?
I looked at like taking these from together, and I see differences in both of these pre-tapes. I look at the girls, and I feel like the girls won established characters. We saw all their characters in it. And then you look at the guys, and I feel like that was just a typical wrestling, I don't like you, you don't like me type deal. So I definitely love the girls promo here, and the guys one I just thought was okay. Yes, I've said this, you know, a few weeks. You just mentioned it. I love Allie. I think she's the most interesting wrestling character right now. I just hope they're not heading to splitting her and Maria up already, because I think if Allie becomes babyface, that loses all her characteristics right now. I would like to see her stay with Maria, so I hope they're not going to the Allie rebels thing just yet. I like to see them together. But I felt like the girls one was really good, especially with Marty establishing who these people are, but then the guys one was just like normal wrestling stuff.
I'm watching this especially closely for you.
Right.
Okay? And I'm watching this Allie, who's been on the show, by the way. And I'm listening to this screaming freaking voice at ringside that was the most annoying thing I ever heard. Not entertaining, annoying. And I'm saying to myself, okay, Jeff digs this chick because she's got the skinny nose going on, and there's nothing else there. I mean, bro, listen, Jeff. Hey, bro, here's where you're not honest. Bro, I come on here and I tell you about this freaking Eva Marie, and I pull no bones about it. This girl is gorgeous. She your character. No, bro, you like the girl because you're attracted to the girl. Bro, stop. It probably is the most annoying thing on the show.
It's supposed to be. It's supposed to be, though.
Bro, but bro, that's not getting her heat. It's annoying. Somebody like me is sitting here saying this is annoying. This ain't. I'm not tuning in next week because this girl's got tremendous heat. She's annoying me. Shariya's getting so hot at me because I'm ripping.
Yeah, she's mad at you, man. She's mad at you.
And Shariya, feel free to fire back. But here's the thing, Jeff, that I really hate, and you hit the nail on the head. I swear to God, can wrestling just get over? Wrestling, Shariya, this isn't a TNA thing. This is a wrestling thing. Can we just get over the stupid wrestling stuff? Eddie Edwards had heat with who? Who was the guy he had heat with? The Miracle?
Yeah.
Jeff, he's got heat with the Miracle. Why is he waiting until next week to fight the guy? You know, I mean, can we stop with that? Oh, next week right here on Impact. You got a freaking problem with the guy. Punch him in the face. Punch him in the face right there. The guy standing in front of you. Oh, yeah, next week on Impact. listen, Billy Corgan, I know you watch some of my work. Because we're friends. Billy, listen to me, bro. You gotta look at this stuff through a freaking microscope. If a testosterone-filled man has a problem with another testosterone-filled man, they're not gonna wait till next week on Impact. He's gonna punch him in the face right there. Can we stop with the stupid, ridiculous cliches that basically scream at you, this is fake, this is fake, this is fake, this is a corny wrestling show. Come on, man. There's ways to do it without, next week in that very ring. Go ahead, Shariya, I'm sorry.
Okay, so then we...
Shariya, I am digging, though. I'm going to tell you, let me go over what I'm digging. I'm digging the cat ears. I'm really digging the green hair. I love that, Shariya. Let's talk about your hair for a second, because I haven't put anything else over. Now, Shariya, I know that, like, how do you blend it in? Like, do you kind of like paint? Like, you kind of like paint it in? Like, tell me how you do that, because I'm thinking of doing that.
Are you? You gonna go green?
I don't know. I like the green. I mean, it definitely works for you. So, like, what? I mean, does it kind of get paintbrushed in? How's that work?
Well, I've been dyeing my hair since I was a rebellious 14-year-old, so yeah, just blend that thing in.
Do you have you always gone with that color?
Oh, I've had every color. You name it, I've had it.
Do you think that works the best for you?
For now, it does. Yep.
What color did you have before that?
Blonde.
Oh, okay. What color might you be doing next?
Black.
Oh, just black?
Yeah.
I like the green. I'm digging the green. Now tell me about the cat ears. What's the significance of those? Your caddy, is that the gimmick?
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah, I have 3 cats, so gotta represent them everywhere.
I like the whole look you got going on.
Thank you.
Unlike listen, and we're going to talk about this later on the show, Shariya. We're not going to like pass this up. This Andre Corbeil comes on the show the other day. The most unattractive human being I've ever seen in my life, Shariya. I just had to get that out. We'll talk about that later. All right, go on with the show.
Okay, let's get into the knockouts match. So we have Gail and Marty Bell. This is a no DQ match. So if Gail loses, she won't get another title match. So in this match, Ali and Maria, of course, interfered a few times. Near the end, Ali tried to use a baton, misses at Gail. Gail gets the advantage and pins Marty. And then we have Ali and Marty attacking Gail after she wins. And Jade comes out. And then Maria sets up a match between Gail and Jade for next week. I found this match okay. I think everyone is really going to enjoy next week where Jade and Gail will have the match. So yeah, what are your guys' thoughts?
I want your thoughts on Ali before I give you my thoughts on this match. What do you think about Ali?
You see now, bro. You see now you're looking.
No, I'm curious.
You're looking
I'm
for
curious.
somebody to agree with you now, because we know you got the thin nose syndrome, bro. You've admitted to the thin nose gimmick.
Yeah, but she doesn't have the nose that is in
Let's see.
I want her thoughts on Ali.
I want to hear her thoughts.
Okay, well, she's definitely annoying, but at the same time very entertaining. So.
But see, I think this is something, Vince, you're looking past, because you know who Ali is when you watch these shows. You know the type of character that she is, and I think that's a good thing. Like, you know she stands out. She's different. She's got a personality. She's a character. You know what I mean? But I liked how, Jade kind of missed the first kick pretty bad on Marty, and the announcers called it that way, and I think that was a good cover-up there. They said she missed the first one but got her with the second one. That was good. I like this. All these girls, I like all these girls' work, so I thought this was good.
Let me get this straight. Shariya, and I haven't been watching Impact every week, but let me. I just want to understand something. So, Jade and Gail are friends, right?
Well, they haven't been friends always, but for now, I guess, yeah.
Okay, because she saved Gail last night, right?
Yeah.
So if they're friends, and if the gimmick is that if Gail loses a match, she doesn't get a shot at the title, why would Maria book the friends against each other when all Jade has to do is lay down for Gail?
You have a point.
Now, but here's the thing. See, here's the thing, Shariya. This is what I'm looking at. That could have been covered. You know what I'm saying? Because if I'm sitting in a creative meeting, I'm saying exactly what I just said. How is Maria getting one up on them when they're friends and Jade could just lay down? That had to be that had to be covered right there. Like Maria should have said, and if you decide to lay down for your BFF, then you're going to be fired. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I just think that will probably be covered next week, now that I pointed that out, but it should have been covered there.
Was Sienna on the show?
Nope.
Yeah, I didn't. I just want to make sure I didn't miss her. I thought that was odd that she wasn't involved in this being the champ.
So then we see Vanguard driving Matt Hardy. Now, can I just say, how does Vanguard have a license to drive, and I have a provisional yet? My mama is driving me everywhere, like. But anyways, Matt Hardy and Vanguard meet brother Nero. Matt says it's time to get the tag team titles, and he had a dream that the Decay wanted to abduct King Maxwell. And then he tells Vanguard to protect Rebby and Maxwell with all of his life. So that was definitely very entertaining, and it was hilarious.
This is my thinking, and obviously it's just my opinion, but for some reason I feel like Rebby could not be at the show, and they explained that. That's always good. You're explaining things. I love the Matt Hardy and I love the Jeff Hardy stuff. I just the only thing I wanted to see that we didn't see, and maybe we will next week, is him talking to Decay about his premonition. I wanted to see him interact with Decay at some point about this premonition. So that's the only thing I didn't like about this. But I could watch Matt Hardy and Vanguard 1 and all this stuff all day long.
Yeah, no, that's entertaining. I'm not, that's very entertaining, very creative. There's nothing else like it on TV right now. I just hope they don't milk it dry till it's not entertaining. You know what I mean? I think they got to be very, very careful about that. But right now, I think they're maintaining it well and doing a good job. Very entertaining. Following
that, we see the James Storm video package, and then Broken Matt comes out, calls out brother Nero, and then Jeff asks why he bit a fan last week. Matt says because ants can't touch gods. And then El Snow comes out with a tribunal. They have a match against Jeff. And then Broken Matt again interacts with a fan, and he kind of like possesses him. The fan rips up a poster and then does a whole delete thing. He also bites Al Snow's finger, takes his boot off, smacks it on, what's his name, Baron Dax, I think, his skull. There was a lot going on in this match, but Jeff wins with a twist of fate. And then Jeff shows his passion by giving the tribunal and Al Snow numerous amounts of twists of fate. He puts Al Snow through a table, Swanton bombs himself into a table, and then he goes crazy and sounds a bit like Willow. This is quite intriguing. I found this very entertaining, especially when Matt decided to, bite Al Snow's finger off. So, yeah, I really liked it. I'm really intrigued with this whole Brother Nero thing.
Yeah, and you mentioned how there was a lot going on during the match. And I think that's very key because a lot of casual fans, they will fast forward through matches if they're watching this on DVR just to see the ending. They'll watch the vignettes, but if there's something going on throughout the entire match, I think that lowers the percentage of people that will fast forward it because they want to see what this lunatic Matt Hardy's doing outside the ring during the entire match. He did it with the fan hypnotizing him. He bit Al Snow. So that stuff is great, and you said intriguing. And yeah, I agree with it. I want to know where Jeff Hardy's going after this, after putting himself through the table and acting like a lunatic. I want to know what's next. So yeah, I agree with that.
Well, Jeff, just so you know, it was in the guise of a wrestling match, so I did fast forward through the whole thing. So I didn't see the fan, I didn't see the table, I didn't see anything or when I stopped the fast forward button, Jeff Hardy was on the phone, was on the floor saying, "I am Brother Nero, I am Brother Nero."
So you missed the whole thing.
Exactly. And you know what, bro? I'll be honest with you. Like, I have no desire to go back and watch it whatsoever. But let's go on to lovely Shariya.
Okay, so then we have Dixie and Billy backstage. Lashley has a problem. We also see the Decay backstage, and so they're back together, and it was just they were just trying to teach Bram a lesson. I really liked the Decay backstage. I liked how they were by this caged thing, and there was a lot of low-key lighting, and there's all flashing and stuff, so I found that very entertaining.
Now, Shariya, are you being a homer? Because while I'm sitting here burying everything, you've put everything over. Come on, Shariya, there's got to be something on the show you didn't like. I
didn't like Ethan.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. No, there were a lot of stuff. I just don't want to nitpick everything.
All right.
Where's Bram? He was in the trunk of the car.
Thank you. Yeah, where's Bram?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where's
Well,
Bram?
and maybe they'll follow. Maybe next week we'll find out, Jeff. Let's get we give them the benefit of the doubt. Go ahead.
Yeah, I don't think they're not gonna explain that at all. That's not what I'm saying. But I think after coming off such a strong 2 weeks with those the 2 weeks of segments with Rosemary and Bram, to kind of just not address that he was in the trunk of this car and what happened to him this week, I think that was a mistake. But, Vince, I know you had an issue with Lashley in that segment. I tell you what, I like this cocky heel Billy Corgan type person, and I hope we see more of that where he's like, I want to see him kind of challenge Dixie, because I think Billy would be a better character on TV than Dixie as far as running the company.
You know what I don't like, though, bro? Like, this bothered me, and this is like a pet peeve of mine. Like, why is Billy wearing a tie? I don't want to see
professional.
No, stop, bro. He's a freaking legendary rock and roller. I mean, I don't want to see him turn into a shirt and tie. Come on, bro. He's Billy Corgan, for crying out loud. So I didn't like the tie gimmick, and I didn't like the Lashley's carrying the belt with him everywhere he goes.
So, Shariya, you mentioned nitpicking. Would you classify that as nitpicking when he's going to the tie on Billy Corgan?
I mean, let the guy rock a tie if he wants to.
All right.
Maybe it's his new style. He
wears the sunglasses, so I think that,
And I'm also, can I say this too? And I mean, I would tell this to Billy. Like, we're honest with each other. I'm surprised he's not a better actor.
I don't think he's that bad, honestly. Like,
well, in that's really the only scene I saw, Jeff. He was not good in that scene. He was not a good actor in that scene. He just wasn't. And I was a little surprised. He's a freaking, he's a front man. He's one of the greatest entertainers in the world. So that shocked me a little bit how I didn't think it was a great acting performance. But I haven't seen too many others.
Well, like they did, like Shariya, you probably remember this. They did something a few weeks back where he came in the ring and kind of laid down the law and the miracle, and pretty much said, if you don't like it, get out of here. I thought he did really good.
Yeah, he was pretty good back then.
Okay, I didn't see that one.
But Drew comes out, and he's pretty bitter about losing and not getting through the Bound for Glory playoff final. He calls Ethan a snake in the grass and challenges him with a match for Bound for Glory. So, yeah, I was kind of annoyed that Ethan didn't come out. I mean, Ethan, where were you? Like, just, hanging out backstage? But, yeah.
That's a very good point, Shariya. Why wouldn't Ethan come out? Like, again, if I always look at wrestling as if this were real, which, of course, it's not. But if it were, why wouldn't he come out? And now I just got the whole thing, the hatred you have towards EC3 because you're a homer for the Drew Galloway because he's from the hometown. That's what's going on here.
I guess, yeah.
Okay, but you know what? Drew was on my show. I haven't put it up yet. I love the guy, man. I swear I've interviewed so many people. I don't know if I've ever interviewed anybody more committed to what they do than Drew Galloway. The level of commitment. Jeff, did you watch the interview?
Not yet, no.
Oh, my God, Jeff. He eats, sleeps, breathes. I mean, wrestling is everything to him. And after I interviewed him, man, I had so much respect for the guy because, oh, my God, I don't know if I've ever met anybody more committed to wrestling in my life.
One of the things that I have not liked over the past few months has been the presentation of Drew Galloway. I thought they've made him the bland, typical babyface that I want to have the best match, may the best man win, I'm here to win the championship. So that's why I liked this promo last night, because they gave him a little bit of an edge. They took him out of that box where he's just a goody two-shoes babyface, and he kind of built some heat between him and EC3. Said you're jealous, all this stuff. So I thought this was a step in the right direction for his character going forward.
So then we have the main event, and it's Storm versus Lashley. Now, all the titles are on the line. Lashley has the X Division Championship, the World Heavyweight Championship, and of course, Storm has the King of the Mountain Championship. Now, Lashley attacked Storm during the introductions, and I think it was one hell of a main event. I really enjoyed it. The crowd were on their feet. They were screaming out. But Lashley with a spear, and he retains his titles and becomes the new King of the Mountain champion.
What do you think, Shariya, about him having all the belts?
I think it looks pretty good on him. I don't think anyone else could pull it off more than him.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I don't know if they could make him look like more of a badass than by having 3 belts. This match, though, we talk a lot on here about the in-ring product and how, a lot of us don't like the NXT stuff and the flippity-floppity and the stuff that turns away the casuals. To me, this is what a wrestling match should look like. I think this is the type of wrestling match that draws the casuals in. This is what they want to see. It look like a fight. I could watch Lashley and Storm all day long. I mean, I would take them 10 out of 10 times over something on NXT.
You gotta admit, is this King of the Mountain title like not the stupidest thing you ever heard of?
I mean, it sounds stupid, but when you see the actual match, like with the cell and everything, it's pretty good.
But that wasn't the match here, and he lost the title.
That is true.
You know?
Yeah.
But I fast-forwarded through this whole match. I mean, it was clear Lashley was not losing, so why am I watching it? Easy. I'm just being honest, bro. We got to be honest about viewing habits. They could build James Storm up till the cows come home. He's not winning this match. So I just fast-forwarded and, saw the end of the show.
But Aaron Rex did come out when Lashley was holding all the titles. So what did you guys think of that?
I think that's, good that they're saying right away that this guy's going to be in the main event picture. We're going to make him one of the top guys. I think it would be a mistake to bring him in and kind of just leave him as a mid-carder and fight and all this stuff. So I thought that was good. I'm just, the pay-per-view is almost 2 months away. And you wonder, that's the only thing that I'm wondering, like, if they're going to do something with Aaron and Lashley's in the main event with all 3 belts at Bound for Glory, you don't want to give the impression off like Vince had tonight with Storm that Aaron has no chance of winning the match. You know what I mean? That's the only thing I'm concerned about. But I like that they're putting him in the main event thing.
You know what was the interesting thing, bro, that TNA has to be careful about, bro? I DVR'd this show because I had to work last night. It cut off at 2 hours before Aaron came out.
Yeah, I didn't see the end either.
You see, bro? They got
out on stage. And did anything happen after he came on stage, Shariya?
No.
I didn't even see him come out on stage, Jeff. Mine ended with Lashley in the ring. They got to be careful about that, bro. If a lot of people are DVRing this show, they didn't see that. I did not see that.
Yeah, I saw him walk out and then it cut off. So, like, when you were there and you're writing the show, if the show was ever going to go over on a live show the allotted time, how does that work? You tell, like, at that time it was Spike TV, you tell them, okay, we're going over. They have to tell all the DVR companies, or how does that work?
You don't tell them anything. You ask for permission.
Whose fault is this? Pop TV's?
No. Whose fault it is TNA for not letting us know. All the announcers have to say, bro, is we're going to stick with this match for as long as it goes. Even if it goes past the 11 o'clock hour, yeah, that the announcers need to say that, because right there you're telling me, oh, okay, something's going to happen at the end.
Right, but at that point it's too late if you're DVRing it. So, like, what I'm trying to get at is,
yeah, that's true.
Where does the responsibility lie when the programming in a DVR is not set to go over? You know what I mean? Is that where it's Pop TV's fault? They should have set the programming so this program was an hour or 2 hours and 2 minutes. You know what I mean?
I don't think they can do that, bro.
I don't know.
I don't think they could do that. I think it's got an allotted time slot, and that's what they go by. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. We'd have to investigate that.
I don't know.
Shariya, you're a film student. You got any insight on that?
No comment for now.
Shariya, what does your shirt say? Fashion something? What does that say?
It says fashion is my second favorite F word.
Oh my God, Shariya.
Yeah.
Family show here, for crying out loud. Shariya, are you big into fashion?
Yep, I am. Sure,
Are
you can
you-
tell. Come on.
You definitely are. Are you going to? Do you go to school?
I'm at university.
Is that what you're going for? Fashion?
No, I'm a film and media student. Jeff just said it.
Well, you
He
just
doesn't
said
listen
you-
to me.
but
He
you
doesn't
just-
listen to me.
You just said you love fashion.
Yeah, you can have it all.
Okay, yeah, you got it all. You got it all going on, girlfriend. Hey, Shariya. What was I gonna say? See, you made me forget what I was gonna say. Oh, what do you want to do with film? What do you want to do? What's your goal?
Well, I'm a joint honors student, so I do film and media, so whatever I can get my hands on.
But you have to have something that you want to do. Like, what do you want to do when you're done with university?
I don't know. I'm not sure yet.
Okay,
Everything
cool.
and anything.
Okay, can we talk about Andre Corbeil?
Okay.
All
Let's
right,
talk
good.
about Andre.
Let me roll up my sleeves. All right, listen, Shariya. I think I've done very well with the pronunciation of the name
You have.
because I wrote it down and I keep looking down at it before I say it. But anyway, Shariya, what led to you no longer being on the Andre Corbeil show?
Well, first of all, can I just clarify how I wanted to leave the show before Jeff even offered me to do my own show, so I just want to get that out of the way. But the reason why I left, it was getting too much for me. There's a lot of reasons why I left, but I don't want to dwell on them because it's just petty. But ultimately,
we like petty. We enjoy petty. We live for petty. Shariya, come on, you got to tell us. Give me the petty. What's the petty? Let me be the judge if it's petty or not. Come on.
it was just getting a bit too much. I just felt like my efforts weren't being as appreciated. I felt like I didn't have a social life. I'd be at training for Taekwondo, and I'd get a message saying, you need to do a show, we need to get it out ASAP. I'd have to, leave my friends. So it was just getting a bit too much sometimes.
So okay. In other words, like us, you're donating your time, which we appreciate. You're an artist, so you're footloose and fancy free. And he was trying to keep you in like a structured type of format, but meanwhile, you're not even getting compensated for doing the show. Is that what you're saying?
Sometimes, not always, but yeah, enough to make me want to leave.
Wow. Okay. Now, at any point, was Andre like the creepy uncle? Did he ever try to come on to you, or was he ever flirtatious or anything like that?
Actually, I've never even really spoken to Andre, really. It would always just be me sending him my video. That is it.
So when he started getting like a little stiff and he wanted the structure to be a little bit more rugged, that was through email. He told you all that?
No, he didn't tell me anything. It was just, I would just send him the show every week, and that is it. He's quite busy, so yeah. No thank you, no nothing, so okay.
Son of a bitch, yeah. You're saying he's an ungrateful bastard, pretty much.
Slightly unappreciative, yeah.
Okay. Now, how did you first hook up with him?
Well, he saw one of my videos, he left a comment, said, I have an idea, if you're interested, get back to me, so I did.
And then you started doing the gimmick for him.
Yeah.
All right. Now, we are very appreciative of you. If we weren't appreciative of you, we wouldn't have come on the show.
Yeah, I know that.
And I like what you do, and I like your style. I like the green hair and the cat ears. I like the whole thing going on. We're very lenient. You're an artist. You walk to the beat of your own drummer. I understand that. And I just hope we are very appreciative of what you do for us.
Yeah, I'm pretty aware of that. I wouldn't be here if I, felt any different.
Okay. Now, Shariya, let me ask you this. Have you ever done any other types of podcasting, or is it primarily like a review show like this?
I have my own channel, so there's a lot of reviews out there.
Do you interview people?
No, I'm not really interested in being interviewed. I mean, people like me should be interviewed,
Yeah, but I think you'd be a great interviewer. Are you uncomfortable with it? I think you'd be so natural at doing that.
I don't think I'm that interested in anybody's life. So
Oh, I like you, but you're more interested in your own, right?
I'm a bit of a narcissist, yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. I'm wrong. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing at all wrong with that, Shariya. All right. Anything else, Shariya, you'd like to add?
I would just like to say thank you to both you and Jeff.
Why are you thanking us? You're doing the work out of the kindness of your heart. Why are we being thanked?
Well, you've given me the platform, and yeah, you're very appreciative of my time and my work, so yeah.
Okay, now Shariya, I want you to know. Listen, because I don't know what you think. I want you to know with your show, it is your show. You can come on Vince Russo's brand anytime you want with any kind of show you want. You don't have to just do an Impact review. You could come on here, you could talk about fashion, you could talk about film, you could talk about anything you want. I mean, it's your show. I want you to know that. I don't want you to feel restricted. If Jeff and I were only allowed to talk about wrestling, we both quit. So I want you to know you can come on here and talk about anything you'd like.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. But I'm fine doing the Impact reviews. I enjoy it.
Okay. Hey, where do you live over? You live over there across the pond. What part of the country do you live in?
I'm in England and I'm in Birmingham.
Do you know I'm coming over there at the end of October? I'm coming there.
You're coming to London, I believe.
I'm coming to London and Liverpool. Liverpool and
Okay.
London. Are they close to you?
Well, I have my own place because I study at uni, so I'm always traveling from city to city. So yeah.
So are you gonna try to stop by and say hello?
I might just do.
Listen, they're gonna put me on trial, and I need a star witness.
Okay.
Might you be that star witness to vouch for me and my good character?
I mean, hey, if you need me, I'm here.
All right, there you go, Jeff. You heard it there. All right. So listen, Shariya.
Oh, there you go. You said it wrong.
Shariya, thank you so much for joining us. The one thing if not for anything else, we've established, and I want everybody to know, Andre Corbeil, it was just established, an ungrateful son of a bitch, taking advantage of the very talented Shariya, and I apologize to all the listeners of the show. Shariya, can you give us all the plugs? Where can we follow your other channel? Are you on the Twitter? How do we follow you?
So do you want me to shamelessly plug everything now?
Absolutely, yes.
Well, I'm not really fussed, but you can follow me on Twitter at nonstopshariya.
Are we following each other, Shariya, or you don't care to follow old men?
I'm sure you are following me. Come on.
Okay, yeah, I would think so.
On Twitter.
Now,
And
Shariya,
there'll be a link. There'll be a link to her personal YouTube channel in this description for this episode, also, so you can click on that and subscribe to her.
Yeah. And Shariya, I think you're doing a hell of a job. I love your personality. I love the little hint of narcissism. I think that's tremendous. I think you've earned that, and we are very grateful for everything that you do for us.
Well, thank you. I'll see you guys next week with another Impact review. So yeah.